Hello and welcome back to everybody on the Football Zone and to a weekend reviewing the fifth round of the FA Cup. Let's get straight into things with Aston Villa against Cardiff. And yeah, it lasted for a bit longer than I thought it would, this one. Cardiff stayed in it for a while, but in the 68th and the 80th minute, it was Osensio with 2 goals. What a great signing he's turned out to be. Rashford with another assist, and yeah, as you'd expect, Villa dominated the game. Palace did give a good account of themselves, I think. It's an interesting one, but I think Villa, probably as expected in the end, relatively comfortable progress. Moving on then to Palace 3, Millwall 1 at Selhurst Park, and yeah, obviously this game was kind of dominated by that horrible red card for Millwall in the 8th minute. Roberts, no doubt about that, an awful tackle and definitely a red card. Palace made him pay. Tanganga with an own goal, and then Munoz made it 2-0. Millwall did get one back, but Nketiah sealed it in the second half. In the end, yeah, pretty comfortable win for Palace. It'll be intriguing to see how the game played out if it was 11 against 11. But yeah, just best wishes to Mateta. Burnley conceded a goal in this game, and they actually conceded 3 goals. As it finished Preston 3, Burnley 0 at Deepdale. And yeah, it was Brady, Osmajic and Keane with the goals for Preston. And yeah, a dominant win in the end for Preston. Burnley, that rock solid defence, definitely wasn't very rock solid here. A great result for Preston though, and to get into the last 8 of the FA Cup for a club like that is definitely going to be a great achievement for them. So yeah, I think they'll be absolutely delighted with that. Moving on then to Bournemouth 2, Wolves 1 at the Vitality. I say 2-1 because of course Bournemouth won the penalty shootout, finished 1-1 after extra time. But yeah, Evanson with a goal for Bournemouth and Cunha with a goal for Wolves before Cunha was later sent off. A really stupid tackle, and yeah, that could obviously cost his team going forward. It did look like Wolves had a winning penalty, but Doherty missed, and then in the end, Sinistera got the winning penalty for Bournemouth. And yeah, they'll be delighted to get through. With so many big teams going out, that's a big opportunity for Bournemouth, but yeah, more frustration for Wolves. Plymouth couldn't quite pull off another incredible upset. They defeated 3-1 by Manchester City at the Etihad, but they did take the lead in the 38th minute, an incredible moment for them, before O'Reilly equalised on the stroke of half-time. He then made it 2-1, and De Bruyne 3-1 towards the end of the game. And yeah, great win for Man City here. Weren't at their best in the first half, but in the end, in the second half, they dominated the game and yeah, definitely deserved to go through. But I think Plymouth knocking out 2 teams, going ahead at Man City, it's definitely a cup run they can be proud of, struggling so much in the league. Moving on then to Brighton and Newcastle, and they played out quite a dramatic game on Sunday. A red card apiece, and it finished 2-1 to Brighton after extra time. It was Isak with a penalty, he gave them the lead, and Minter equalised it, and then we saw Gordon get sent off and Lamptey for a second yellow. Newcastle thought they won it late on, but it was ruled out through VAR, and then Danny Welbeck in the 114th minute got the winner for Brighton. A huge game for both of these teams, with teams going out all around them. So yeah, Brighton will be absolutely delighted, but I think Newcastle see this as a missed opportunity, as will Manchester United, eliminated from the FA Cup, defeated by Fulham. Bassey gave Fulham a lead on the stroke of half-time before Fernandes made it 1-1. We went all the way to penalties, and United missed the last 2, Lindelof and Xerxes winning. And yeah, to be honest, as soon as it went to penalties, you just had that feeling that would probably be it for Manchester United. It just seems like the mentality in that team is so weak right now, and yeah, it was really poor. Another missed opportunity for them, and just not really good enough for them, is it really? Nottingham Forest defeated Ipswich on penalties to advance to the quarterfinals, and yeah, it was Hurst who actually gave Ipswich a lead in the second half before Yates equalised, and then we went all the way to penalties, and Taylor missing the 5th and final penalty for Ipswich, sending Nottingham Forest through. I think Ipswich can be pleased. They gave a good account of themselves against a team that's doing so well this season, but in the end, yeah, Forest probably the better team, just shaded it and deserved to go through, and yeah, Forest door opens for them as well. Ipswich can focus on their struggling attempt to stay in the Premier League, but a big win for Forest. But moving on then to a preview of this week's Champions League action, and yes, some intriguing games coming up in this round of fixture. Of course, headlined by PSG against Liverpool. This is going to be such an interesting game. PSG have been in such great run of form, as of Liverpool in all fairness. Of course, both of these teams, I feel like if Liverpool can just get any sort of result here, they'd be delighted with that, heading into the second leg at Anfield, where you'd probably make them favourites. Then we've got PSV against Arsenal and Club Brugge against Aston Villa in the Champions League. I think both these teams will be confident of winning. Even if they can just get a draw, they'll be feeling confident of taking it back home in the second leg. But I think, I back at least one of those teams to get a win. And I think we could well see 3 English teams into the next round. In the Europa League, Real Sociedad against Manchester United, AZ Alkmaar against Spurs. I think, yeah, obviously you consider both the English teams to be favourites, but you know, playing away from home, all the English teams seem to be in this round of fixture. Chelsea as well in the Conference League. So yeah, I think Alkmaar will probably get the win here. I think Tottenham or Manchester United, I would probably back them. I'd say maybe Sociedad probably more likely to take points off to get a result off Manchester United than they are off Tottenham. And yeah, I think Chelsea in the Conference League, we've seen that they're a class above the rest of the team, and I have no doubt they'll be a class above Copenhagen too.
Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.